Let me ask you something. What if you didn't need 300 videos to grow? What if you needed just 3? Because right now most creators are just exhausted, posting 2 to 3 videos a day, following trends, copying formats, hoping something sticks. And then they say, maybe the algorithm hates me. But no, it's not the algorithm, it's strategy. My name is Tamara and I help creators and experts turn social media into a monetized system. Not just views, not just followers, but income. And in this video, I'm going to show you why 2 videos with the same views bring completely different results. The 3 invisible parameters that decide whether people follow you, and how to create videos that bring followers and clients. Stay until the end because I'll break down real examples from different niches. There is a lie you've been told. You heard it 100 times. Post consistently, post more, recreate viral videos, and okay, consistency matters, but let's talk math for a second. Imagine 2 videos, both get 100,000 views. Video A brings 80 followers, video B brings 4,000 followers. Same views, completely different results. Why? It's not luck, it's structure. And more importantly, alignment. Let me explain. One of my fitness clients once posted a funny trending dance. It hit 100,000 views. It was entertaining, relatable, exactly what trends are supposed to do. Around 80 people followed her, but none of them bought her program. And after that, when she went back to posting actual fitness content, her views dropped because the audience she attracted wasn't there for fat loss or training. They were there for the meme. Now compare that to another video she posted, same 100,000 views, but this time she explained belly fat, what it really is, why it appears, and how to reduce it. That video brought around 4,000 followers. Women who actually struggle with that problem, women who want results, potential clients, same views, completely different audience quality. And I see this on my own page too. I love humor, I love to experiment a lot. I've had multiple videos go viral. One of them hit 17 million views. 17 million! It was just funny, pure entertainment. And do you know how much money that video made me? 0. Now, let me tell you about another video I posted. It barely got 10,000 views. In that video, I showed behind the scenes of how I shoot content for my moving company clients. I showed the process, how I write scripts, how I batch 50 plus videos in one shoot, how I create 2 months of content in 4 hours. I explained my system. And that video brought 3 consultation calls, 2 mentorship clients, at $3,000 per month each, and 2 social media management clients. Just 10,000 views. Real money. So when people say views are everything, I completely disagree. Views without alignment build attention. Aligned views build income, and that's the real difference between going viral and building a business. And let me be very clear. There is nothing wrong with viral videos. There is nothing wrong with trends, lip syncs, dances, or trending audio. If you want, you can absolutely use them. Just don't disconnect them from who you are and what you sell. If you are a fitness coach and you're dancing, make it at least about fitness. Add text about body transformation, mention a fat loss myth, connect it to your expertise. If you are a psychologist, use the trending audio, but tie it to behavior or mindset. If you are in business, use the meme, but relate it back to sales or marketing. At the very least, connect it to your niche through your text, your caption, your background, what you say, how you present yourself. That way you can still get the views, but people will understand who you are. And when people understand who you are, they follow you for the right reason. Not because you entertain them for a few seconds, but because you are valuable. That's the shift. I know this might feel like a lot right now and maybe even a little bit overwhelming, and I teach this inside my course, You Can Zaharia Method. I break this down step by step. This is my full system behind building a successful and, more importantly, profitable social media account so you grow and monetize. Inside the program, I go much deeper into everything. On monetization path, the do's and don'ts, real format, funnels, script writing, how to pitch and DM brands for deals, and it even includes my full UGC course as a bonus. It's the complete framework. If you're serious about turning your account into income, scan the QR code for more details and dive into the full system. And now let's continue the lesson. Okay, so let's slow this down and actually break it down properly. There are 3 core things that decide whether your video will just sit there or actually work. And by work, I mean it gets views, it converts followers, and it eventually brings you clients. Because if even one of these pieces is missing, it honestly doesn't matter how aesthetic your content is, how nice your outfit looks, or how perfect your editing is. It won't convert. So step one, it has to be instantly clear. And I mean instantly, not in 5 seconds, not halfway through the sentence, immediately. If I need time to figure out what you're talking about, I'm already scrolling. Now, let me give you 2 more examples so this really clicks. Let's say you're in the relationship niche, a psychologist or a coach, and you start your video with attachment style dynamics in modern partnerships. Well, there's nothing wrong with being knowledgeable. There is nothing wrong with understanding attachment theory, but most people won't even process what you mean. Now, compare that to why he suddenly gets distant right when things start getting serious. Or, let me guess, he ghosted you after opening up. Same expertise, same knowledge, but completely different entry points. The first one sounds academic. The second one feels personal. And people don't scroll social media looking for academic language. They scroll because something feels relevant to their life. The same thing happens in finance. You could say budget optimization strategies, and technically that's correct. Or you could say, why you feel broke even though you are making good money? And again, same topic, different emotional hook. One sounds like a seminar, the other sounds like your current reality, and that's clarity. But here's the part most people miss. Clarity is not only what you say, it's also what people see. Your background, your outfit, your lighting, the space you're in. All of that communicates who you are before you even speak. For example, I had a client. She's a beauty injection specialist. She was posting videos explaining things about beauty and injections like fillers, Botox, and etc. while standing in a dark bathroom at home wearing a random oversized t-shirt. I mean, the brain gets confused. Even if your information is correct, the visual doesn't support authority. I told her to upgrade her image and level up her script by following my 20 Reels hacks for virality. And once we implemented that, everything shifted. She started gaining followers, she got new clients, and we even created a small digital product so she could expand both her audience and her monetization. She is still the same specialist, the same knowledge. Nothing about her knowledge changed. But now she records inside her beauty studio with the proper lighting, wearing medical scrubs and a clean professional background that instantly communicates who she is. She's surrounded by beauty products and real equipment. Before she even says a word, your brain already categorizes her as an expert, a beauty expert. So that's different positioning, different results. And suddenly people trusted her. That's positioning. And this is what I also explain much deeper inside my program, how your positioning, your visual identity supports your authority, how your set, your outfit, your background, and your script all need to align so people instantly understand who you are. Because clarity isn't just verbal, it's also visual. And when both match, that's when content actually converts. And step 2, the topic has to have volume. Now let's move to the second step. This is where most people either stay too narrow or panic and go completely off-brand just to chase views. Neither works. Now let me explain what I mean. If you are a financial consultant, you could talk about advanced LLC tax structuring. Is that correct? I mean, yes, of course. Is it valuable? 100%. But how many people immediately understand or feel that topic? Now compare it to a different hook. How people accidentally lose $10,000 a year without noticing. Well, you see, it's still finance. It's still your expertise, but now it has emotional weight. Or let's say you're a career coach. You could say, LinkedIn CEO strategy. Or you could say, why you keep getting rejected after interviews. So you see, that's the same niche, but different entry point. The mistake people make is thinking broad means leaving their niche, but it doesn't. Broad means entering your niche through a door more people recognize. You're not changing what you teach, you're changing how you enter the conversation. And when you do that correctly, you don't just get views, you attract the right audience at scale. Now, this is the part nobody talks about. People do not follow you because you say, follow for more. They follow because they feel, if I don't follow this person, I might miss something important. That emotion is everything. Let me give you a real example. One of my students was in voice training. Her old content sounded like this: how to improve diction. Well, technically correct, but not emotionally urgent. I don't feel like I need it right now. So after the course, she changed the hook to why people subconsciously don't trust your voice. So you see, same expertise, but completely different positioning. Now it feels like hidden knowledge, and humans are wired to chase hidden knowledge. If your content feels replaceable, you won't grow. If it feels rare, specific, and slightly uncomfortable to ignore, you will. Now, here is where I disagree with most creators. Most of them are saying that the most important thing is to gain as many followers as you can. But I believe that growing followers is not the goal. It's not, because I've seen creators gain 100,000 followers and make $0. And I have students with just less than 7K followers who close nearly $30,000 in services monthly. The difference? Funnel thinking. If your content is not connected to a lead magnet, a DM strategy, a soft conversion step, and a clear offer, then you are just entertaining the internet. And attention without capture is wasted energy. That's the part nobody explains. Everybody just chasing views. And here's another uncomfortable truth. You don't need to post 3 times a day. You need precision. If one video brings 4,000 aligned followers, why would you burn yourself out creating 50 random ones that bring 10 each? This is why I always say, stop filming more, start thinking deeper. Most people are not failing because they lack talent. They're failing because they lack structure. If you want to gain 10K followers, choose topics with real volume, make your message instantly clear, and enter your niche through problems people already recognize. If you want to gain 10K followers, choose topics with real volume. Make your message instantly clear and enter your niche through problems people already recognize. Create content that feels valuable enough to miss, not just entertaining enough to scroll. And most importantly, align every video with your positioning and monetization strategy, because aligned growth compounds fast. So if you're serious about growing strategically, building an audience that buys, and turning your content into an actual income system, you can join my program through the link in the description, or scan this QR code. Inside You-Can Zaharia method, you get full access to the complete framework I use to grow, monetize, and scale social media accounts, not just mine, but my clients too. There are 20 plus step-by-step lessons where I walk you through strategy and real-life implementation with real video examples. You will know exactly what to post, how to position yourself, how to sell without being pushy, and how to turn views into income. You get my proven real system to attract the right audience and actually drive sales, plus my endless Reels ideas system, so you never sit there wondering what to film again. We go into funnels and automation, including ManyChat, so your account works even when you don't. You will get scripts, carousel structures, and high converting formats that save you time and make your content actually sell. And on top of that, there's a full UGC course, how to work with brands, get gifted and paid collaborations, plus my brand outreach system with real brands email list and real UGC examples with practical breakdowns. This is not just a course about posting, it's a system about building a profitable digital asset. If you're ready to stop guessing and start building strategically, this is where you start, because you can.